Hi, I'm Gigi,
And I'm Mimi.
and this is Love
Love
Island
Island tea
Tea
time!
Time. You kill me every time. Oh my God. It's been a long week in the USA Villa. A long, long week.
One of the longest weeks ever, and I can't believe it's only been a week. I was just thinking about that today.
It's also been like in the middle bits so boring to me. I don't know. Like when
Mhm.
it's not a challenge and not someone actively in a fight, I'm like, "Ugh, okay, waiting, 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 waiting. Oh, okay. That's how I've been feeling because there are a lot of dry combos in this villa.
Yeah, there is, to be fair.
I don't think most of these people are suited to each other, but
Now
that's
that's
just
some
me.
tea.
That's just me. Um, Also, can we just give Anaya and Casey the money?
Yeah, I'm not trying to be too hopeful for Casey just because of his one slip up, which makes me feel like, if Casa comes and you're tempted, like, could you be that tempted?
Yeah, but then what if she just takes him back anyway? It happens
That's
all the time
true.
now. Happens all the time
That's
now, and those
true.
people still win. So
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, they're my number one couple. If I had to
Same.
choose a number one, it'd be them.
They're my number one because of how Anaya handled the bed challenge,
Oh
the
my
paint
gosh.
bed challenge.
She was so, she was iconic with that. She said, I'm not kissing any of you. I'm doing the challenge the way it's supposed to. And I'm feeling for my man.
Literally. But I guess we should scroll back to where we left off because last time we recorded, Melanie had just had her first breakdown. It's not the last, I fear, of give me
Mm-mm.
10, give me 10, give me 10,
Give me fucking 10.
just give me 10. Um, what I have written down here as my main note for how that all finally resolved is I am so glad he called her out later, sincere, because she finally talked to him about what happened. And she went, can you just talk to me as a friend? And later, I'm so glad that he called her out because I was like, are you okay saying that to your partner? Like, what?
No, no. And he did not like that whatsoever.
I wouldn't have liked it either. I didn't like the whole thing because then the way she tried to talk about it just seemed extra severe. And then her conversation with Beatrice was so confusing. Like, I literally felt like I missed something in the middle because then all of a sudden, like, dramatic music was coming up and it was like, oh my God, Beatrice is like exposing her heart. And I was like, what did I miss in the middle here? Because for some reason, Melanie was like, I'm so jealous of your athleticism. And it was like, what does that have to do with anything?
It may have to do more with, and I don't know if this is true or not. This is me making assumptions, people, but I feel like perhaps, well, knowing what we know now, Melanie was a plus size model before, so maybe it's like the the athleticism like figure.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know why it's such a big deal that this girl used to be a curve model. I just am like,
It's
okay.
not.
But it just feels like also like, wouldn't she have said something about it? She does look very different though. Like even I'm like, someone just find a girl who looks like her. Is that actually her? What's the dealio?
Hmm.
But like you brought it up to me and then I just saw so much about it and I was like, can everyone relax?
Yeah, and I think, not to digress, but people really made it a focus for how she moves in the villa, or like why she acts so insecure about things. Like they made it seem like, well, because she used to be quote unquote plus size, now she's thinner. Like she's still like competing in a way.
I don't think that this nutty girl this poor girl who should never have been allowed into this villa in the first place because she cannot handle it. She is not going to be well by the time she gets in there. I'm really scared that she's going to single white female Soul.
I know,
That
I
she's going to
know.
push Soul off the dock, and Sincere is going to wake up to Melanie with this haircut. For reference for everybody, I have the exact same haircut as Soul, probably a similar ethnic background. We are both from Chicago, loosely, and
Mm-hmm.
we are both servers in restaurants. So tell me why they sent me in the villa without sending me in the villa, because I just want to know.
I know. They
I would
really
not dare to
did.
say I'm as beautiful as that girl, but I still was like, why is she me?
Copy paste. Y'all have the
It's
same
like,
yitties too.
same Yetis. And I was like, why is that me in a different font?
Yes.
I was like, hello. But anyway, I think the point blank of it is Melanie is not well enough to be on the show. I think the producer should have put her out of her misery and had her go home. Spoiler alert. And I think that she comes from mucho toxicity for her to be the way she is, because she's literally talking about like, if he's gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat. He did that, so I'm gonna do this. And like, she's clearly very used to lying, because probably can just go ahead to the bed challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, to be fair, most of the girls kiss multiple boys. Like you said, only Anaya went straight for only kissing her man, which I was like, mad respect, mad respect.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the other girls kissed a few or all of the boys. Melanie was the only one to ping pong make out with her man's Sincere and Corbin each like 4 times. And literally was going,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't believe that excuse for a second. When she was so adamant and she was like, I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I
Sincere
was
has a whole ass
blindfolded.
bun. Sincere has a whole ass bun on his head. What are you talking about?
Sincere has a whole ass different hair texture and super long hair, and we saw your fingers in Corbin's hair. You know that is not Sincere's hair.
Right.
She is a liar.
A big one.
Melanie, I'm gonna hold you accountable, girl. Because I feel for you. I feel for you, Melanie. I know that you're about to come out to a lot of craziness when you exit that villa, because people are gonna have stuff to say. And I just want to hold you accountable, girl, because that was a lie. We all know it was a lie. I don't know what's gone on in your past that you can lie that easily, or that you need to that badly, when multiple times someone goes, I don't think that's what happened. Because she kept going around the whole villa. I was blindfolded. I was blindfolded. I literally didn't know. And just like, you clearly are making that your reality when you know what the reality originally was, which was, I'm going to kiss both these boys.
Yeah, and I don't like that Anaya, the one person that she always goes to, didn't hold her accountable. Because Anaya should have been like, babe, be so for real right now. Just
Oh,
admit to the truth. Like you wanted to explore, you wanted to have your fun. More people would respect her if she were honest about
yes.
the whole thing.
Yes, I wouldn't even cared. When she first did it, I was like, okay, I hope you're ready to explain that. And then she lied about it. And I was like, okay, I wish you'd just say what it was.
Right. But she's not going to.
No, never, never, never.
Never
She'll go
will.
to
She
her
will
grave
die on that
saying,
hill.
or she'll be on some random podcast and be like, yes, I did know.
Maybe this one. Manifesting
Ah!
it.
Oh, well. Um, yeah, I think that I love slash hate. Like, I have simultaneous feelings about the fact that that challenge was just an excuse for them to say that the bombshells had been caught red-handed.
Red-handed.
Like, it really feels like they worked their way backwards from that one. It
I
really
know.
feels like we need the bombshells to be caught red-handed. Well, what if their hands are actually covered in red paint? Why would their hands be covered in red paint? Well, what if you had to like blind search? Also, how in the hell was that something that Corbin manifested like 30 minutes before?
That was insane. I
He's like, I
literally,
want you like blindfolded, crawling around on the bed in the dark, looking for me and trying to find me. I want to do that with my girlfriend. And I was like, what kind of fantasy is this? And then it happened.
mm-hmm. And he was so geeked.
So geeked. I was just like, how does this man know? How? What? Or I'm also like, there's no way the producers could have just put that together right then, right? I was like, there's no way.
Like everything's giant this season. Giant doors, giant beds,
Someone was like,
giant
are the
plot
giant
twists.
doors underneath the giant beds?
Right. As like little platforms.
Yeah, and then there's mattresses over top. I was like, who knows, man? Who knows? That's crazy.
I know.
Um, then I will say also Melanie was doing the most compared to the other girls when the new bombshell, is his name Connor?
Caleb.
Caleb, incorrect. Incorrect. I've been calling him Connor the whole time. Um, when the new bombshell Caleb showed up, she was going berserk. And I was just kept going, read the room, babe. All the other girls are not jumping up and down, freaking out. And maybe is that it? I didn't see her throw a pillow at Kinsey. I didn't see her say Kinsey's name, not once.
hmm
Like, and you were in fact screaming, like Sincere pointed out, before you could see above his knees.
Yeah. Yeah. And her excuse was, I was just being excited for Kenzie. Bitch,
Just like,
where?
she moves so weird. She moves so weird. Her and Aiden would be a match made in heaven. They both move so weird.
Oh, gosh. And it
Aiden is
only
from
gets
UK.
worse.
Sorry, everybody, for mixing things up. It does only get worse. It does only get worse. However, I will say Sincere is playing right into her toxicity. I don't
Yeah.
know if he's
And
usually as toxic as he's being, but he's playing right into it because I think she's making him crazy.
yeah, I think she is making him afraid. It gives I'm scared.
Well, let's talk about that because why in the world does he keep saying that he's not going to explore with this girl, then get in the Tiki Hut confessional and talk about how much he needs to explore with both girls, make Soul breakfast, hang out with Soul for 2 hours, which, by the way, not sneaky, kissing Soul a bunch, didn't tell Melanie still about the first kiss he had with Soul in Say
hmm
Less, has only talked about kissing in Soul Ties and kissing in the speakeasy. And I'm like, hello?
Yeah, the
It's
fact that
giving blink
Melanie
twice if you need help.
it is the fact that well, Melanie's under the impression that they kissed 4 times. 4 times. If I have to hear her say 4 times again, I'll scream. Babe, it's been more than 4 times.
A lot more. A lot
It's
more.
been a lot more. And I was rooting for Sincere, but
Mm,
he has not lived up to his name. And it's really unfortunate because I wanted him to be the bigger person. I wanted him to practice what he preached.
hmm
But it's giving when they had that challenge where they had to push people in the pool, and he's the one that got caught, I think, like texting other people while in a relationship. Like it's giving that. It's
Yes.
giving old Sincere.
And the other girl said, you may be named Sincere, but you're not honest.
Mm, Jen, I love that line for her.
I love her, low key. I mean, bummed about how things turned out with her, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway,
Yeah.
Melanie, big red flag. Sincere, half as big of a red flag right now. I think I would love to hear his explanation because it is giving that he doesn't want to say it to her because he's scared of her. And I literally wrote that down at one point where I was like, why are you excited? He's literally saying it because he doesn't want you to freak out.
Well, yeah, and then there was a moment where they had that conversation, um, and I don't know where it is in the villa, but they're like on a bench kind of.
Yeah, the
Um,
orange hole.
yeah. And that's where he's like, You're my number one. I'm not exploring things with Soul anymore.
And
You're
then
my
she jumped on him and was
priority.
like, I
Yeah,
got
and
my
then
man.
the camera immediately you could see in his eyes the regret, the overthinking, the like, what did I just do? It was the one of the best shots I've ever seen, to be quite frank, in Love Island history, because it's just like it was in that moment he knew he fucked up.
Yep, yep. I worry about that man. I worry about both of them. I hope that she's talking to a therapist a lot on this show. I hope that somehow that's happening. Um, how about Bryce and Trinity? Because they've had a lot of little things going on here and there. Um, I still don't see it. I didn't see it at the beginning of the week. I didn't see it at the end of this week. I'm muy confused.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't see it. And when you have two people, like in a couple, that are both like, does he like me? Does she like me? Does he like me? Does she like me? Something's not clicking. Something's wrong.
Well, also when you have to keep sitting and having conversations about your couple and about like how you need to advance and be like, oh, well, I feel like this about you, and I'm blah, 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 blah." Like I said this on one of our UK episodes very recently. Like you shouldn't have to keep going. Is there something here?
Hmm.
Does
It
this
should
work
just
for
flow.
both of us? Like if you're having most conversations that we're seeing about that, something's off, and especially if they're long conversations. If you're going back for several minutes about whether or not it works, instead of just, are you happy with the vibe right now between us? Yeah, I'm really happy. Oh, cool. I'm really happy too. I feel like we just like work. Like if it's anything other than that for me, I'm always concerned.
Hmm. And I feel like Trinity is right in her feeling like she wants more affection because that's what couples
Obviously.
do. They're affectionate. And she's just like, this is something that we're missing. And I don't think she's paying enough attention to it. I think she's just more like, I like Bryce,
Yeah. Yeah.
but for what reasons? Because he's not giving you what
Absolutely.
you're asked for. And this man,
I couldn't believe it.
I
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe Bryce. Bryce, are you well?
he's unwell. And the fact that I found out he's 30 years old, I'm like, you are not moving like a 30-year-old man.
And this
Are
is
you
why,
okay?
and this is why I said, I don't care that you repair garbage trucks. I care that you're 30 whole years old and you have a quote unquote successful modeling career and you say out of your mouth, I have a lot of money all at once. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if I can pay my rent. You're 30 whole years old. You know how this works. You've been modeling since Tumblr days, apparently. You know how it works. You should be able to budget and put money aside for yourself and not have to wonder how you're going to pay rent.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, it
just
was
saying,
really
I
concerning.
totally understand for anyone that's going to jump on us and be like, well, models sometimes don't get paid until 3 months later. I'm just saying, he's had a so-called successful modeling career. He said himself he has a lot of money come his way. If you lived within your means and didn't go doing crazy dumb shit, you would have money. So, Bryce, I'm concerned about you as a 30-year-old man because I've met them
Yeah.
where they needed
And
to borrow $100 from me when I was 22 and we were in school together. And 30-year-old men were like, I can't pay this fee for school. Can you just, like, it's going to get paid back to you anyway. So can you pay the $100? Because I don't have extra $100 right now. And I would be like, what? So I feel triggered by
mm,
Bryce. Sorry, I went on a tangent. We're
no, it's
talking about how
okay.
Bryce wants to see if there's anything there with Kayda. There's not. She made it very clear from the beginning.
From the
I
beginning, and
do
she
not
was so nice about
understand.
it. She was really nice about it. The fact that Zach laughed, like his initial reaction was like, haha, you're joking, right? This is a joke. And Bryce was like, no, I'm so serious.
Absolutely batshit crazy. Sir,
Embarrassing. I had secondhand
you
embarrassment.
shared again, again, this is the third biggest secondhand embarrassment I've had. First, it was Casey opening the plant door. Then it was Bryce trying to get into a three-way makeout with Zach and Kayda.
Forgot about that.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. She made it very clear. She made it very
Oh,
clear. You
yeah.
spent a night with them. She was fully cuddled into Zach. Told you you're not getting any kisses tonight. Then they were, what's the word? Then they were, oh, on dates. And she picked Zach. It's not like you
Hmm.
didn't have any opportunities to get to know each other and you've just been ignoring her the whole time. There's nothing there, amigo.
I
Just like there's
know.
nothing there in your brain, apparently.
Oh no. Okay,
Just,
there's nothing
sir.
going on in there. And I loved her response of just like, yeah, I'm in this experience to get to know everybody, but I feel like we're more like friends. She handled it so well. I love her for
She
that.
handled it so well, and also I could tell she was trying not to laugh while she said, like, I feel like it's Friends vibes, don't you? I just also think it's crazy that all the stuff that happened with him initially happened. Plus, he's got a partner who literally said, I don't fuck with that when he explained. Granted, he
Hmm.
explained in advance to everybody but Kayda, and then explained to Kayda in the moment. Also,
Hmm.
I love the way that he was like, yeah, for sure, after she said, it's just Friends vibes. He's like, oh, yeah, obviously. Was like, hello?
Ah,
And
sir.
Zach was like, Zach is like his best friend. And
Hmm.
it was, and earlier, he'd literally have a conversation with Zach where Zach was like, I feel like you get along with me and Kayda better than you get along with Trinity and you have more fun. And I'm like, you're literally the third wheel in their couple, my friend, already.
Yeah.
So, no, no.
Yeah, I really don't know what he was thinking. He wasn't thinking, clearly. And
He's
now you've,
thinking he's not actually that into Trinity and that maybe since Kayda has gotten to know him, maybe there's a little something. Maybe she sees it now. She doesn't.
and she didn't at the beginning, she still doesn't, and she doesn't want to at all.
Mm-mm,
And
she never has, never will.
I really wish Bryce was a little bit more honest about his own feelings. I feel like he's just at this point trying to stay in the villa. And
Yeah. At
Trinity
least him
deserves
and Zach are
better.
cute, though.
I know, but he went ahead and made things awkward.
That's
Now,
true.
Zach's
I
like, it's
was pretty mad
awkward
about
now.
that. Yeah.
Like he really ruined like your friendship
Well,
over the fact that you just had to explore and see if there was something. Babe, you knew there was nothing there. You,
hmm
you knew there was nothing there, Bryce.
Okay. Maybe I I think Corbin and Kinsey are really cringy.
I don't like them together. I do prefer Corbin and Melanie.
Ugh.
Um, if I had to put him with someone else, or I actually would have preferred him with Bandies, but but
Ugh.
yeah, I don't know what it is. That whole thing with Corbin and Kenzie pissed me off
Ooh. Oh, why? Because
because of her
she
double standards.
I think also like mega dumble standards because when they say like the way you get them is the way you lose them or whatever. He kissed her while she was she in a couple with anyone? No, she was by herself still, right? She is a single girl. But
Yeah,
still,
she
he
was
came in as a
single.
bombshell and kissed her right away. And she let him kiss her right away. That's the other thing. Because to be fair to Melanie, even though she only did it as a flex, you can say no. Kayda
Hmm.
said no. Melanie said no. Um, so for me to Corbin, I was like, what else do you expect but Kinsey to be down to kiss a bombshell the second they get there? She literally did it with you. I don't know why you think she would be any different of a person because she's coupled up with you, but I just think if you're down to clown right away, you're probably still going to be down to clown later. And then he only asked to kiss Melanie, which again, I thought all the girls discussed that he was going around begging for kisses.
Hmm.
And then she's furious that he just asked.
Yeah,
Babe, babe.
but you just kissed the bombshell, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Literally.
and you're in a couple now, and you could have said no to the bombshell. You could have said no. I don't. I want to respect my couple. I want to talk to Corbin about it first, but you
All
didn't.
that Kinsey wants is her cowboy. That's all that Kinsey wants is her cowboy.
I think
She's going to
Kenzie
pick
was
him
more.
regardless.
I think Kenzie was more threatened about the fact that she has two connections, and now one of them's being threatened. It's giving. I want to have my cake and eat it too, but babe, just be honest with yourself. You have one man who's clearly your type, who clearly you're more interested in, who's clearly better suited for you. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. And then her getting mad at Melanie, I was like, she is talking to you right now. She didn't kiss the man that you're in a couple with.
Hmm.
All they did was have a chat. Can you
However, she also
relax?
didn't pull Kinsey before.
That's true, and I understand that. I just
I
think I'm trying because sometimes people are like, I didn't get a chance to, which I'm also like, what do you mean? Because you guys are doing nothing all day? But I'm assuming that they don't. They
I think
have
that was on
shit to
UK
do.
where someone was like, "Oh, I haven't had a chance to talk to her today," and someone was like, "Why? Because she's 5 feet away from you at all times."
Yeah. So I
Like,
get it.
there's always time.
I get it. That was like the one way Melanie could have moved differently.
It's also just because I'm not Team Melanie, so I'm also not really Team Kinsey, but I will defend Kinsey and being mad at Melanie because someone needs to be right now. Because
Yeah.
she's moving weird. Because it was very like, because we also know that she did to get back in and say, oh my God, can we talk about how she tried to go up the stairs to Soul Ties? And Casey, bless him for stopping her. Even though it would have made even better TV if she did go up there.
Hmm.
Um, bless him because she turned around the stairs and she was like, "What? I'm not doing anything." And then finally went, "I just let me talk to him." And then he was like, "No." And she went, "I'm not going to do anything crazy." And I was like, "Girl,
Girl, you have the craziest eyes right now.
you stole the line
Please.
right out of my book. That's me all the time. I'm not going to do anything crazy. Just let me do the thing I want to do." Like, girl, you were
I
fully going to do
know.
something insane. You were
I
about to yell
know.
at that man. That girl's about to go over the railing off the balcony. Like, be I hope she's grateful to Casey when she watches it back later because I'm so glad he ran across the kitchen. He was like, wait, 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 wait.
Yeah, and you know what? KC won so many points. KC and Anaya are definitely the mom and dad of the villa.
Yes.
There's always that one couple, but we were talking about something similar on the UK episode where we had wished two people had stepped in before a conversation had happened.
Yes.
And this reminded me of like, this is exactly why certain people should step in.
Yeah.
And I was grateful for him that he did that. I
Yes.
feel like he was looking out for everyone in that situation.
Yes.
So he gained points for me for that. I just hope he doesn't
Same.
fuck it up. If you
I
break my chocolate queen's heart, I will scream because
It's
she is
true.
literally perfect. I think Anaya is perfect.
She is. I just worry because I can't tell with him with what happened because it was really small. He said, I feel blessed right now. And I think I can't tell if it genuinely was taken out of context or
Hmm.
like, the context that he intended it to be. Like he didn't think about how it would sound, or if he just was like backpedaling and like, no, I meant you. Um, I I don't think it was that bad. He was really good at consoling her and like trying to make up for it, but then I just still worry that it was as similar to the sincere situation where of course he would have gotten to know these two bombshells, but now Anaya's freaking out and he's like, I don't want to ruin what I do have. So, but which is also what I wish more people would think sometimes on Love Island instead of just being like, I should be tested. I've got to be tested. It's like, no, the test is whether or not you go and go for it. That's the test. That's how
Yeah.
you fail. The test is, do you feel like you need to look outside of your relationship that you have in the villa currently? So the test isn't going after the other thing and seeing what happens after.
Hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, I know. And I had a point and I totally forgot it. So just ignore me for now.
About Casey and Anaya? Does that
No,
help?
it wasn't about Casey and Anaya. Oh, it was about this is week 2, right?
Yes, we've just ended week
So
2. That's why we're on our second podcast about this.
so when Soul mentions everyone's really coupled up and like kind of
Locked
closed
off.
off.
Yeah.
And this is the problem because then she gets shit on for it, which we'll talk about. But I understand. I feel like a lot of these men are moving like in fear.
Yeah. Strong fear. I just think it's extra messy because everyone on this version of the show of the USA is super messy with making out and kissing everybody, but also wants to like cling to their person. And I'm just like, are you all okay? Like, this doesn't make any sense the way any of you are moving. Like, this is not what you're here for. Also, I was dying. How about Zach telling Kayda that he was locked off and then immediately being like, actually, no. And then her being like, yes, actually, no, also, because both of them are scared.
Hmm.
That was so, I was just like, you're both kidding yourselves. You're both
Yeah.
kidding yourselves. But I'm also like, as soon as Zach starts feeling a type of way about Kayda doing anything, I'm like, well, you literally locked it off with her and then backpedaled into we're not locked off, go explore. So you get what you asked for at this point, sir.
Yeah. And it even concerned me that he was even like remotely worried about Bryce. It's like, sir, come on now.
I know. And just the way the conversations went down, I'm just like, come on. But also, it's just kind of like, I don't think it's the kind of thing that either of them, that she would have been, I don't think it's the kind of thing that she would have been thinking about if he hadn't have said it. Because now I
Yeah.
feel like she feels pushed to explore because he did say we're locked off and then walked it back. If he had never said anything, I think she would still just be like all wrapped up in him and would just be excited to hear that they're locked off later.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with you.
Uh, let's see. Oh, Bea was exactly me when everyone started talking about whether or not Melanie and Sincere were going to be fine. And Bea was like, they're not. She's like, they're a bad match. This isn't gonna be
Right.
okay. And I can't remember who said it. Am I the only one who thinks this? I think maybe it was Anaya. But everyone else is like, they're a mess. They are a mess.
Oh,
Which they
yeah. And
are.
Naya was like, you really think that? You guys really think that? And everyone was like, yes. Don't you see? And finally she does come to her senses. Anaya does.
Yeah, because they're driving each other insane. Insane. The music this episode was driving me crazy. They had the bad thing song again, a song about bumper cars playing between Melanie and Sincere. And there was just another one that was like, oh, on the bed thing, it was the song was literally just saying erotic or erotica or something over and over again. And I was like, what is happening? I swear they only pay for like one or two good songs for the entire episode, and they find the most weird specific songs. I keep seeing people bring it up, and now I can't unhear any of them.
I'm glad I haven't landed on that side
Do
of
you
the
know
internet.
also what I've noticed because I rewatched all of UK? The Hulu version of the UK has the bad songs put into it. They don't have the original cuts.
Oh.
And I'm like, what is up with here that we can't afford the songs? Because there was like a great moment on UK where a girl was talking about how much she loves getting her toes sucked. And then when they cut in the original version, they cut to this house tour song by Sabrina Carpenter. And Sabrina Carpenter goes, take your shoes off. And it's so funny. And then, of course, I'm watching it on Hulu with our friend who's catching up. And it happens. And I'm like, I'm so ready for this edit. And then it was just a nothing song. And I was like, excuse me?
Oh, wow.
Like, what is happening? So, for anyone who's been wondering about the weird songs, it has something to do with US licensing of music. And we're right there with you. Or at least I'm right there with you. I hate it. It's making me nuts now. It's making me crazy. Who haven't we talked about? Oh,
Well, we were talking about, you did mention Beatriz, if you wanted to talk about
we
her.
should talk about her and Gabe. First of all, I never saw Gabe kiss Soul. I'm so confused.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, I wasn't paying
Hmm.
attention. Sorry.
And it was
But this
not
man,
good.
he just thinks with the wrong head. He's thinking with the one in his pants.
Well, he's Brazilian, so what do we
Please.
expect? What do we
Oh,
expect? I
I
didn't
mean,
appreciate that he wasn't honest with her immediately.
I. Wait, say
I
that again?
thought he would be. Gabriel, so he kissed Sol first during the day, and
Yes.
he did not tell Beatriz, even though he had talked to her after, like they had a whole conversation.
Oh, right, because Beatrice believed that the kisses happened like just before he spoke to her, which was not true.
Right, in the evening. So I thought in the evening he kissed Jen, and then in the
Yes.
evening is when he told her.
Right, but also, unless it was the edit, it felt like more time had passed than like a couple minutes. And Beatrice was
Hmm.
walking around like, he just kissed both the bombshells. And it's like, no, honey, he's been running around.
Yeah, and I wanted him to move differently because
I was
he
really
has.
surprised because during the challenge with the beds, he kept looking away when Beatrice kissed anyone else. Like he couldn't even watch her kiss somebody else. And so I thought,
Mhm.
I was writing down like, oh my God, I think he's more of a sweetie than I think. And then I was like,
Yeah,
oh, maybe not.
I think it gives like he has some sort of what is the word I'm looking for? He self-sabotages.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Because it wasn't
Yeah.
until the very end, which spoilers, sorry if you haven't watched
Wait, I have
recently.
something else to say. Wait.
Say it, say it, say it.
I just want I just want to touch on other qualities of Beatrice. Besides everyone making out with bombshells, I'd like to touch on the fact that she tried to talk to Melanie and Melanie lost her mind and then ran across the villa like sobbing. And then Beatrice looked at Anaya and just went, I'm just not good at consoling people.
Which I thought she was doing a good job. I
Me
was
too. But the comedic timing.
Beatrice is funny. She's funny, she's fun, she's smart, she doesn't give a fuck.
Okay, now let's spoil it. We all know that people got to choose who was gonna get coupled up with which bombshell. And I
Hmm.
knew all of your brains. I knew exactly how it was gonna go, even without being told that there was a scheming going on the internet. I was like, Sincere is gonna get coupled up with Soul because he keeps making out with her regardless, and everyone thinks Melanie's lost the plot.
Hmm.
Gabrielle is gonna get coupled up with Jen because he made out with her also and is talking about like, oh, maybe there's something there. I don't know. And also Jen hasn't really had a moment with anyone else. It was like, also they might pick Bryce just to get Bryce and Trinity away from each other, but I don't think anyone wanted anything to happen to Trinity. It's the thing.
Right.
People don't like Beatrice apparently. And then I knew that um Calvin, Connor,
Caleb.
Courtney, Caleb.
Literally, Kevin is from UK. Sorry, guys.
No, I said Calvin.
Oh, I heard Kevin.
No. Um, what's
My
his name again?
man.
Connor?
Caleb. Why are you pulling a Melanie right now?
But mine's genuine. Mine is genuine.
Oh my gosh.
I keep asking. I knew he was going to get pit with Kinsey because again, they're making out and he's a cowboy. He's all for her and a lot, a lot.
Hmm.
The second they started announcing who was who and what was what, I was like, my girl's going home. I felt it because I was like, they're not doing a full recoupling right now. I can see it in those
Yeah.
producers' eyes. They're gonna ask because I was like, there's 2 and 1 up there. They're gonna ask Corbin to decide who he wants to stay. I know Beatrice and Corbin had a conversation, but Melanie's been all over that man and making out with him a lot. So, not outside of challenge, but in the challenge, but still. And I was like, the wrong girl is going home. I thought that maybe they would dump all 3 of them, and then I was like, there's no way. There's no way. How? dare all of you
I know. I know.
conspire against my girl?
The wrong girl went home. I feel like a lot of women have a problem with how upfront Beatriz is,
Hmm.
with how not nonchalant, but she is very nonchalant. She lets things sort of like brush off her shoulders. And I
Yeah.
think it has a lot to do with her journey through her childhood,
Yeah.
through you know, all the surgeries she's had and all that stuff. She has a perspective on life where it's like she truly is. It's like it's not that deep. It's not that deep.
Truly. And also when she talked about Gabrielle, and she was just like, if he can be stolen by another, like, I'm not going to stress myself out about his dumb choices. Like, if he wants her, he can go and get her, and I will be fine. Like, I was proud of her, even if on the inside she still is feeling some type of way. But saying it out loud for yourself is important. And I just don't think the other girls, and maybe, I think some people watching TV don't like when somebody is upfront and take it as someone who is confrontational.
But my thing is, with the responsibility of being a girl's girl, I'm also gonna call you out and tell you when you're
Mm
being too much. Like,
hmm.
check
Mm hmm.
yourself.
Which Melanie was.
She
Melanie
was.
was. Even when the new bombshell guy came in, she was 3 feet away from the headboard, blocking other people. Everyone else is sitting against the headboard still. She pulled herself out away, and Trinity literally had to tell her to move.
Hmm.
Like, hello, read the room, read the energy. And I think Beatrice was not wrong for calling her out. I think Mel was Delulu. And I think it's about to be Villa Delulu without Beatrice there to keep everyone in check.
Yeah, and it, to me, there was nothing wrong with her delivery.
No,
Everyone was
she was
saying
so calm.
it was her delivery, it was her delivery. All she said was, "Yeah, but Melanie, that was a little bit excessive." What's wrong with that? I think a lot of women find her Beatriz intimidating when you don't need to.
You definitely don't.
And I was so upset that Gabrielle waited until the very end to express any sort of emotion towards
But I was
her.
also so confused because he said he felt like he couldn't be himself around her in the Tiki confessional about her leaving, but he was sobbing, and I'm just like, what's going on?
I
It's like,
think he was
are
in
you obsessed with
denial.
her or are you not? I was like, if
I
you
think
can't
he was
be
in
yourself with
denial.
her, you're holding yourself back because you're scared, if anything. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Yeah, sorry. Excuse me. That's what it gave. It gave, I'm too scared to open up to anyone because he hasn't had deep, meaningful conversations with anyone. It wasn't just
Yeah,
her. Um, but I do think he could have gotten there eventually, and maybe he was finding himself getting there, and
yeah,
before he got that opportunity, she left. And I loved every moment of it. It gave movie, and I was sobbing. And if you haven't
it
seen my
did.
reaction, you can see it on Instagram or TikTok because I was
I
a hot
forgot to
ass
post that.
mess.
I'll post it. I'll post it. I
Oh, you can see it
think
on TikTok.
I just don't even. He's confusing. I definitely got emotional too. I was mad because I was like, how dare they? I was like, this is baloney. It's like, this is
I
absolute baloney. She
know.
was so real. And I
And
really appreciate her.
part of me wanted like a plot twist. Part of me wanted like, Beatrice, your journey's not over, but it's over. It was
Yeah,
over. Her and Sean are the two people I did not want to go home,
gone.
and they have been dumped from the island.
I
So
think Beatrice might get her moment on like All Stars or something.
I need her to have something
Yeah.
because
I mean, she does have Paralympic medals.
that's true. She is a Paralympian, but still,
She's dope.
I want more for her. I want to see her more.
I hope we do. I really do. Um, oh, we skipped to the end. We forgot to talk about Soul. I feel for her.
I feel so bad for Soul. She has done literally nothing wrong. Literally
If
nothing
anyone said
wrong.
anything wrong, it's been that man.
It's
I'm
been
just saying.
sincere.
I'm just
He's
saying.
been,
He doesn't have to spend time with her. He doesn't have to whatever. She is talking to the one person who's giving her the time of day, and she's
hmm
getting crucified for it.
yeah, and it's really not fair to her. He's leading her on. he's giving her the green light to be the way that she's being. And imagine how confusing it must be for her to have someone be all up in your shit and then watch Melanie and Sincere and Melanie being like, hey, got my man back.
And also when Soul was crying and Melanie was like, I just want to go talk to her because I don't want to, whatever. And I was just like, also, did she even talk to her?
No, they don't speak ever, and I want them to because I
I
feel like
just,
the truth would be revealed a lot more if the two of them just sat together and talked about what was going on.
they need one of those three-way conversations they've been having in the UK where both the girls pull the boy and they're like, talk. And now you
Hmm.
can't say different things to both of us. You need to say what's actually going on. And we're going to leave this conversation believing whatever you say. So choose carefully.
Yeah, it's it's
100%.
really shitty. It's really shitty, and even at the recoupling, Sincere was in Melanie's ear, like, "We're gonna be okay. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work."
The worst. Although Melanie did do the most with her reaction because I'm just like, the public put them together. It wasn't his choice. I mean, it is his fault, but it wasn't his choice. And you don't fully know that yet. And so her being like, good luck on your couple. Good luck. Have fun. Enjoy your connection. And like, and then the way her tears were completely dry once she got to couple up with Corbin.
Hmm.
Melanie, be so fucking for real, please. You were sobbing. You're like, good luck. Good luck. This is him because I don't have a choice. And then the second she's like, yeah, it'll be nice to get to know Corbin.
Oh
Babe,
my God.
crocodile ass tears. I don't trust that girl as far as I could throw her. Sorry, Melanie, but you've been doing some interesting things,
I
and
know,
I
and
don't approve.
I'm waiting to see how she moves from here on out because now you're in a whole other couple. Now Soul and Sincere are a legit couple. So,
There's no way Melanie is not making out with Corbin the second they get in that bed. There's no way. There's no
mm,
way.
I don't know how that's gonna affect her and Kenzie because
I
apparently her
don't
and
think Kinsey
Kenzie are supposed
cares.
to
I
be
think Kinsey's
good
happy with her
friends.
cowboy.
Well, that's another thing. Her reaction, she made it seem like, oh, I have such strong feelings for Corbin. I really am feeling Corbin. And the minute she got paired with Caleb, the biggest smile on her face. I was like,
Yeah,
Kenzie, you need to relax.
these girls are mess. These girls are
Also, close your
mess.
fucking mouth.
Please. Um, so obviously they must need to send in some new bombshells, probably more girls.
Actually, I saw that they're
Oh,
sending
more
in
boys.
a one more. I saw they're sending in a boy, and
Okay.
apparently he's the first bi bomb in the USA.
Well, they have really been trying to make the season bisexual because the girls keep kissing each other, which is fine. It's just like they're really trying to make it very bisexual. I don't know how that's supposed to work for him though, because everyone except for maybe Gabriel is pretty straight.
Yeah. So I don't. And
Are they sending in another bi bombshell? Like,
I have no idea. I've only seen posts about him. He's not really giving anything, in my opinion.
mm,
He gives I forget his name from Australia, the dancer guy.
the
Kurt,
dancer guy, Kurt.
is that his name?
You think Curtis from UK?
Curtis from UK. Yes, yes.
I was like the dancer guy from Australia, Curtis, who always
Yeah,
does the samba.
yes, it's giving Curtis.
Okay, I don't know. I just don't do it halfway. Like someone did a whole think piece on like UK and that they're sending in black women, but I don't want to see black women on the UK if the people there aren't interested in dating them, which completely fair because like then it's just like tearing them down and it sucks. And it always happens in the UK where like there's one black girl who has a hard time, another black girl who has a hard time, like almost every season. They've gotten better about sending people in for them.
Mhm.
Luckily, I think that with Angelista, they really did it for the plot, not having someone there for her like right away, the way they knew that someone else would be better for her. But I'm gonna say this similarly with the US. Don't like tease something you're not really gonna do, because like what's the point of sending in a bi contestant if no one else is bi? Like, sure, maybe they have other bi people lined up. Maybe they're aiming for the first like gay coupling up in Love Island history. There's been at least 2 lesbian ones that I've known of, but I also don't like the premature, like the planning feeling of it. They're like setting it up. I would rather there were just more, or that they just announced that it wasn't like a bisexual season. There are going to be lots of people who like have different sexualities, and that they'll just figure it out. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. It feels weird that it's going to be like one person who's openly bisexual and everyone else who is pretty straight, or the only people we've seen dipping their toe in with being open sexually is girls with girls.
Hmm.
So I don't know. We'll see how that pans out, because I'm curious.
Me too. Because so far, just looking at him, it's not. I don't feel like anything's really for him there, to be honest.
Well, I'm sure we'll get one new boy plus maybe a new boy and a new girl later or something, because they've been sending in lots of people.
They have been. They have been.
Here and on the UK, it's been like twos and
Send
threes the whole time.
petition to send Beatrice back as a
Please.
bombshell.
Casa Amor. I think they should send her back in Casa Amor
That'd be a plot twist, wouldn't it?
for Gabrielle to see her again and like have had time and distance away from her, and then he's maybe still with Jen or someone else, and if whether or not he would want to bring Beatrice back, I think that would be the stuff of movies once again.
Manifesting.
Disgusting.
Manifesting
Hey,
it.
we freed Angelista in the UK. I think
And we got
we
rid of
could
Opie.
exactly, spoilers for UK.
Sorry.
Um we made stuff happen in the UK. We really did. So I
Hmm.
think we can get Beatrice to come back in Casa Amor, because it would make so much sense, and she deserves it more than other people who've been brought back during Casa Amor do.
I agree
Get my girl
wholeheartedly.
back in there. Get my girl back in
Get her
there.
back.
I want to see her come back in there and then drag everyone for everything she's been watching on TV.
I know. I need someone. I need Sincere to be dragged. Ooh, I want movie night to happen so bad.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of yelling.
I hope that for him, the title for him is Sincere but Not Honest.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I still think the only couple that's there right now that's gonna last is um Casey and Anaya, and maybe Sincere and Soul can actually last, but that's only if he gets his fucking act together.
I also think Zach and Kayda have potential to make
Oh
it.
my god, I've been forgetting about them this whole time. Yes, I think they have potential to do really well, but if they both keep playing dumb about how much they feel for each other, they're gonna lose each other.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just facts. It's just facts.
Just
Well,
facts.
this has been a lovely tea time about Love Island USA. Tea. Mm. Num 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 num.
Yeah,
That
it
was crazy
has.
of me. I'm sorry to everyone. I can't take it back. I don't edit this show.
Sorry you have to hear that. Sorry about that.
But, of course, thank you for listening. We do this like in our most spare time, but somehow manage to do it almost every day. And it is for the love of Love Island. We also do daily episodes on UK, like the day after the episode airs, if you're interested in that. And maybe you can ask us, where can you find us?
You can find us on Instagram or TikTok at Love Island Tea Time. And if you want to see any memes, posts, or tweets that we put out, you can find us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at LI Time Pod because
They're weird
of
about their usernames. I don't know what's going on over
stupid
there.
ass reasons. Yeah.
Well, yeah, excited for the rest of this week, and we will be posting another episode in a week's time. So thanks for listening. Give us a follow, shout out, or a review somewhere, and yeah, talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.